So let's get into Candiace, right? So it was announced that she was going to be stepping back from the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're really led to believe that she decided to walk away from the show. I personally believe it, but I do remember that Teddi Mellencamp from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she released a video when she was leaving that show. And she said, they gave me the option to say that I was walking away, but I want to be honest, I was fired. So do you guys believe that Candiace is walking away, or was she potentially fired?
I want to believe it because I want to believe she's having a baby. Like, I don't know if I'm in Delulu land, but I want to believe that Candiace is taking a season off and she's gonna have her baby in peace. Nobody stressing her out. Nobody trying to attack her from behind. Like, I want to believe it. So yes, I do believe it.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are speculating what Layla just said, that maybe she wants to take the season off because she did say that this was a break and see you later. So people are speculating that she wants to have a baby in peace because, you know, the fandom, especially for RHOP, is a lot. I don't know if I believe it's that. I wouldn't be surprised if that is one of the decisions that she makes during this time. I do believe it was a combination, maybe of some personal stuff, but also the business side. I think production, based off the ratings of the season and the fans constantly, I'm sure you guys get this as well, saying, I'm not watching this season. I'm only watching you guys talk about it. So I wouldn't be surprised that it was a business decision. It's very much Bravo, NBC Universal's MO to allow the housewives, especially if they're in a good place with them, to make the announcement, to make it seem as if I decided I'm not going to come back. So that's not unusual. The same thing for Kandi. I believe Kandi was definitely offered a contract. Do I believe Kandi was offered what she wants in that contract? No. But they have allowed her the opportunity to say, I'm going to take a break as well. That's entertainment. That's business. I know the fans don't like to hear that, but that's what it is. That's how it works in entertainment. And when you're not offered a contract that you like, or if you're not offered a contract renewal, that is what we call being fired.
That's what I think too, you know, and it's so interesting that Layla brought up the baby thing, because that's one thing I mentioned in my video about it. I said, you know, maybe she is implanting those embryos and she doesn't want to be around the stress because in the prior season, I think season 7, she was having issues creating the eggs or something like that for the embryos because of the way all of the stress was going down with the show. So that was an option for sure. But a lot of people were saying maybe she wants to divorce Chris in peace.
Oh, how we go from having his baby to divorcing him?
I know. What was it?
I'm scared.
She did say she does not want light-skinned babies. So maybe she said, you know what? I'm going to get light-skinned babies with this man. I'm divorcing him. What did you guys think about those comments, by the way?
I recorded a video twice, but I never posted it. But I was like, I am so incensed that she would say that. Because it's like you spend all this time teaching people about colorism and things like that. And then you go and say that you don't want a light-skinned baby. Like you just erase all the work that you and Wendy were trying to do, educating people. I felt it was such an ignorant statement. And I felt like motherhood teaches you that you can't control a lot of things about your kids. You know what I mean? Like you can both be brown skin.
Genetics you can't control genetics.
Right.
Exactly.
And then people were tweeting because she's a stepmom and some of Chris's kids are with women of color. So she has light-skinned stepkids.
You know, that's Candiace. Candiace sometimes she will say things without really thinking. And the whole colorism conversation, I feel as if what her talking about it and being prompted to talk about it really was from social media. And this is why I did not want her to be the one to lead this conversation at last year's reunion. I felt like they should have gotten someone that is very educated on the topic, moderates conversations about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely shocked that she said it because I never really believed that she 100% understood that conversation. In all fairness, a lot of Black people don't understand that conversation and they are learning as well.
Absolutely. I too, you know, and when she announced that she was taking a step back, I said, you know what, thank God, maybe she will really understand, you know, maybe she will grow up and understand like how important it is to think before you speak, because that to me was such a hurtful comment. You know, I couldn't be any further from light skin, but I too was like offended by it. Like, why would you say that? Right? Like you're going through this intense fertility journey and everything like that. You know, you don't even know yet if you can have a baby and you're worried about the skin tone of the baby and you've got a white husband. And like you said, Layla, your husband's got light skinned kids. it just, I don't know.
Did you hear what Chris said about it? He said, everyone has their preferences. I said, oh God.
No.
Oh my God. Did he tweet that? I missed that. Did he tweet that?
He
No.
called. No, he called in
Angela
when she
Yee.
was hosting on Angela Yee and talk. Everyone has their preferences, and okay.
I know she can be disappointing. Every time I feel like I'm warming up to her, she opens her mouth and I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I will admit though, you guys, that I felt like it sucked to hear that she was leaving first, because I was like, oh, like who I was really hoping for was for a Robin or an Ashley to leave. You know what I mean? But now we know that Robin might have left. Like Candiace is confirmed, but Robin is speculated. But just speaking on Candiace here, how do you feel that Candiace's absence is going to shift the dynamics of the group?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing. Candiace is great. She's very witty. She's given us a lot of really funny, witty, shady moments, things that we expect from our housewives. So I feel as if she's going to be big shoes to fill for next season. No matter if you like her or not, she does bring a lot. She brings the shade that Giselle wishes she could bring, and she doesn't. She might be the face, Giselle, but she doesn't bring what we love from some of the housewives that we see in Atlanta. She doesn't do that. So those are some big shoes to fill. So I was a little like, oh, Candiace is the first to announce that she's not coming back, because literally I heard over the weekend 2 people that weren't coming back, allegedly.